Welcome to Meeting of the Moms, a place to talk about all the things.
Here at Moms, we believe there is beauty and potential everywhere, so there's always something to celebrate.
We invite you to celebrate everyday things with us.
Today is Tuesday, November 25th. We're 2 days away from Thanksgiving. So I'm excited to hear about what you've got for us today, Lorna. What are you celebrating?
Okay, I typically keep my Monday mornings open so I can talk to my missionary daughter. So I did intentionally keep some things to work on when I was talking to her because it's mindless things. Specifically, it was laundry. I wanted to get some laundry going. And so I intentionally waited until I was talking to her so I could get that done while we chat. So I just am celebrating the fact that I used my time wisely in a different way. So the things that I couldn't be doing while I was talking to her, I did spend time doing. And then I'm so grateful for a washer and a dryer. Those things make life so much easier. And even the things that I line dry, I'm grateful for this line dry rack that I use. It makes life so much easier. I can pull the things out of my closet and I don't have to think about it. And it is fun. I have kind of a routine typically on Monday evenings after dinner, a little bit later in the evening, my son and I, and sometimes my husband, if he wants to stay up that late, watch an episode of something while I am folding clothes. So it's just to have kind of those things in place, but I am grateful for the washer and dryer.
Yay. Good job. As far as like the washer and dryer, it's interesting. I was talking to someone recently who had a child go on a mission to Africa and also a child go to Texas. And they were having a conversation, and the person who had gone to Texas was saying something about laundry, referring to the fact that they maybe had like laundry facilities in their apartment. And the older child was like, wait a minute, what? You had what? Because the older child had to wash laundry himself in a sink, and it was like mind-blowing to him to be like, you seriously just did your laundry?
Yes.
How is that even fair? So funny how we take a minute to think about little things, how convenient they are and how much easier they make our lives. It's really nice.
Yeah. Well, and I think sometimes we don't even know what to appreciate until it's different. And so that boy didn't even know that it was different probably when he went on the mission, and then to see like, oh, different missions have it different ways. How is that even a thing? So anyway, just so interesting that even as we're trying to be grateful, I think sometimes we can still overlook things just because we don't know there's another way to look at it. Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely. It's totally true. I am celebrating a couple of things. One thing I'm celebrating is that yesterday I decided to take it slow in a lot of different ways because I was exhausted, and I don't know like if I was tired from being gone all weekend or if because I had been sick before I went out of town, I just was having residual fatigue. And yesterday I didn't have to push myself, and so I didn't. But I am celebrating that I took that in stride and dealt with it because I had grand plans for yesterday that did not pan out because of my fatigue. And then I'm grateful because my husband walked in the door after work last night
Oh,
and he had brought me flowers just because, for no reason. So that was super fun.
Sweet.
That he did that. That's my celebration and my gratitude today.
Okay, well, so yesterday I realized on Sunday I lost two things. I rarely lose things, and I totally lost two things. I left my sunglasses at the church when I had gone to listen to my daughter's friends. So they had fallen out of my purse. I had kind of put the arm of my sunglasses over the edge of my bag. And by the time I got into the car, they must have fallen out. Just how my bag was sitting, they must have just dropped somewhere. Anyway, so I lost those. And I lost my favorite pink pen. You totally know what I'm talking about. And
I do.
So I did end up reaching out to the mom of the friend and asking if she saw any sunglasses. And she said, yes, she did. Anyway, so I am so grateful. There's another friend in that town. He has a key to the church. He totally grabbed the sunglasses for me. I think he dropped them off. I just haven't gotten them yet.
Yeah.
So grateful for that. And then the other thing, so my favorite pink pen, I had gone to choir after that sacrament meeting. And I realized after I had left that I had probably put it over where I was practicing my flute. I'm playing my flute with a musical number for Christmas, and the pianist and I were working on it after. And I remember grabbing my pen and putting it over by the piano because I wanted to make some notes on my music.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I get home then too, and I'm like, oh no, I love my pink pen. Amy, you know how much I love my pink pen.
I do.
Oh, I'm celebrating, it wasn't as devastating as it could have been because I have lost it one other time with you. I left it at home. I didn't lose it, but I left it at home. And so that has helped me like settle with it's totally fine. I don't have my pen. And the reason why I love my pen is there's a pencil feature and then 4 different colors. So it's like a 5-in-1 pen. Okay, the end of the story is at the seminary building. That's where we have choir practice. I contacted the seminary teacher yesterday. He totally got it for me. He found it and I was able to pick it at the building yesterday. So super grateful that he was willing to go track this down for me, set it out for me so I could grab it. And maybe I'm even needing to celebrate the fact that I have it. I'm so grateful for it. And because of my conversation with my family, my son and my husband yesterday or Sunday about my pen, my husband was like, maybe it's time you buy a new pen so that you have a backup. So I totally got on and bought a backup. So I have another light pink pen coming in the mail.
He's like, this is an option. You love the pen enough. Yeah. Well, and also just something that's interesting. I don't know that either you or I ever thought we'd have a favorite pen that we would be calling around to have people find for us. But my guess is that even with a backup, you would be calling to find that pen. Because now you're going to want like, no, I want my pen and my backup pen. Like I want both. And so like, you know, the hazard of finding a favorite anything is that it does mean we can lose it. But also, would we give up having the favorite thing just because we know it could be lost? No. And so that's just kind of a fun little lesson in relation to your pen, that it doesn't make it so you don't want to have your favorite pen. Right.
Totally.
You still want to have that feeling and love the pen, but it does probably make you more grateful for your pen.
Yes, it does. It totally does. It's true.
Yeah.
Anyway,
well, that's awesome.
Share.
Yeah. That's so fun. I also just wanted to call out, I don't think you've even mentioned that you're playing the flute for any musical number in any of our conversations until today. So I think that is a fantastic celebration. Not everyone who plays a musical instrument in their growing up years plays it ever again later. And I don't know how prepared you are to play that flute. You know, like maybe it's like, wow, I'm like a middle school student again or whatever. But that's like a huge celebration. That's a big deal.
Thank you. And it really has been a challenge. I played a couple times in sacrament meeting over the last 10-ish years, like maybe 3 times. So I played it a couple times, but our choir director did ask me to play this particular song. He gave me the music. He gave it to me like 2 months ago. And I am so glad he did because it is a really hard song. It will be really beautiful.
Yeah.
It is definitely taking work and it's notes I haven't ever played. Some of the notes are notes I've never played.
Mm-hmm.
Be high. And anyway, it's definitely stretching me. So I'm grateful for the opportunity. Thank you for reminding me. I definitely want to be celebrating that I am making effort and I am progressing.
Yeah. So cool. That's really exciting. I will celebrate one other thing today. My one son started jazz band a couple weeks ago. And so that means it's before school at 7 a.m. So that means we either carpool or I take him. And with this son, I've been choosing to take him. I'm celebrating that I'm enjoying taking him, that I made the decision intentionally that we were going to have that time together in the car. And it's fun because we just get to touch base. He reads a little something to me on our drive. And then I also realized recently that I'm not listening to music as often, and music just does something for me as far as changing my mood and everything. And so I've paired listening to music with when I'm driving back home by myself. I don't use that time for a podcast or for whatever else. I just turn on the music that is upbeat and fun for me to do that. And so I'm celebrating that I'm choosing to pair that and that I'm just grateful that we have this time, because I know that it goes away. And I'm grateful that whenever I made the playlist that is those fun songs that I can put on and they change my energy. So
awesome.
Those are a couple more things.
So good. I think those are such great things. Good ideas. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for celebrating with us.
We'd love to hear your everyday celebrations. You can send them to momswithamyandlorna@gmail.com.
We look forward to celebrating with you again soon.